So the first things you need to do when you install the system is turn the ignition on and probably run the engine, then turn it off. It will grab all needed values it needs. Then go into the menu of the original Jagaux screen and adjust the brightness, which can be adjusted automatically upon the switching off the lights in the evening. If you have the this option installed, then you can adjust for the night, which is like so, and for the day I will choose something like that, and then I can set to auto, so it would switch between modes on itself. Then I go to back into our mode. The logo screen. I have wrote several applications to make this different logos. As you can see, I have set the logo in the first one and the second, and the screen off for the blank screen like the original one. And you can actually change them to your own in logo settings. You will find two buttons for logo 1 and logo 2. If you choose something from, okay, there's logos here and preset like this one. This one is set for logo 1. Logo 1 is the green one, and now it's set. So you can choose any image you have uploaded to the system from the internet, from the SD card or flash drive, and you can set them as you wish. The screen off never changes, it is just blank screen. Other things that can be set here are the logos which are shown when the system starts, but they need to be in a specific format to be uploaded. This is the bmp.gz format for the static logo, which is that is showed right from the beginning, and the second one should be in zip format, but it's a special animation logo that is usually made for Androids. Probably you can find on the internet something appropriate, but I have disabled it right now. There is it is there, but you cannot see it because without it the system definitely loads faster. But if you would like some more animation to a system, enable it and then change it to whatever you like. That's probably it that describes it. And the logo on the start looks like that. This is the start logo. And then the system loads up and the UI, the buttons and their behavior. Right now we're in non-edit mode where we cannot do anything with the buttons. To go into edit, we do this gesture, then select edit. Now we can edit any of the elements. We can drag and drop them to reorder like that. we can change their behavior, like tapping, then this cog and tap action, application, or anything else. We need application, and it was Google Play. Let's select Waze, and done. It's set to open Waze. That's it. We have rearranged the button and changed its behavior. Where was the messages button? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Regrouping and changing behavior as simple as just holding and selecting new tap action, application, behavior. If you would like to update the writing on the button, you would need first you would need an image of the button, and you could change it through this setting: full image. Then you would add it to this list. It's pre-made one with different buttons, like radio. There you can set radio. Voila, that's it. If we would be changing anything, so okay, where was navigation again? Here it is, navigation. So swiping this gesture and exiting the edit mode. Now we cannot do anything with them. Yeah, sometimes there is something more in the app. I suppose this is YouTube, and it's shortcuts. Nothing here, nothing here. So you can rearrange the behavior in that way. This is YouTube playing. I had to switch to do that to show the control buttons. This is number 4 video, where I wanted to show how track controls work. My internet radio just stopped working because I have reached the limit of skips, and I could not show the backward action. Play and pause. I have implemented play and pause by pressing 2 times the head button. So one is for mute. You will not see if you have muted it or not. That was just mute, and 2 times will stop the playback and bring it back. Probably that will also answer the call and hang up in CarPlay mode. I have not tested it yet. So forward would show us the advertisement, and the backward will go back to that video. Everything works, as you can see. So this is the controls. Controls here will not work. I have not made that. That is kind of impossible for this build. Only the volume can be changed. Of course, it's made in the background, and you cannot see that. And all the settings for the speakers are hidden here in the factory menu, and you have to go back and forth. This is video number 5, and what's about the remote control and the receiving board, what it's for. This is for the control of the settings of the LCD. It can change It's like a TV remote control that controls the source, and the settings inside goes into the blue PCB in this slot CP14. So I'll install it and show it how it works. This is a one-time setup. When it's set, it will remember it forever, no matter if you remove the battery or not. Probably you will not need that, because I will try to make it perfect before shipping. But as you can see, that this is the brightness changing. Oh, that was source. Contrast, brightness, color, sharpness, automatic adjustment for the main screen, the Jagaux screen, the delay of the trigger that turns on the camera. This is a small explanatory video about installing reversing or front camera in the Android system. If you have ordered a reversing camera that would come with the kit, you would receive this camera setup. This is the camera, a really tiny one. I picked that up for reversing, specifically because it's a smaller compact one. Probably you can try using it for front, but I don't know how you would mount it. For front, I would recommend having something with an arm to put it somewhere. So it has two inputs, one for power and one for signal, output for signal and input for power. And you can see there is a bunch of wires that can be cut, and that gives different settings. The settings are described in the manual that will come with the camera, and this is the manual that describes it, and the connection as well. So cutting the wires should give you either make it front or reverse, because if you will be installing it in front, the picture should be mirrored, or vice versa. I don't remember actually if it should be reversed or not, but that's what cutting the wires give. I don't see anything about cutting here. I will print out and include it for sure. I didn't know it doesn't have it here in this small instruction. So connecting the camera is pretty simple. The signal goes to the radio. There's a cable with appropriate length that extends the signal, and it also extends the trigger that should come to the radio. In the back of the radio there are the cables for that already marked. So there is front and reverse camera and the trigger, and you have to put it through from the back of the car to the radio. This is for the power of the camera. You can either connect it to the battery. No, you should not. You should connect it to the reverse lamp. Yeah, you should connect it to the reversing lamp. so it would come on only when the reverse gear is selected. If you There is an option actually. If you connect it, if you find the cable that is powered up only on ignition, like say any other module in the trunk, like parking aid or something like that, then you will be able to switch to the camera even not in reverse and see what's behind you while driving. I'll show in a moment how to do that. So switching on to the cameras in the system is made either by the trigger, which is 12 volts positive signal, and it will be triggered by switching on to reverse, because you are plugging into the reversing lamp. When the reversing lamp is on, then the trigger is on, it goes into the system, and it turns on automatically the reversing camera signal. I don't have it right now installed in my system, so I'm not showing it, but I can show how to manually get into to the cameras. I know they are not installed in my system again, but if you tap 2 times the rear windows heating button, you will switch automatically to the reverse camera signal, and if you double tap the defrost button, you will go into the front camera if it's installed. And back to the system is not running right now. I have not connected it. I'm just showing you the buttons. Now let's talk about the CarPlay adapter. You might have chosen that as an option for your kit. So you would receive this type of adapter. This is CarPlay and Android Auto at the same time. Works wirelessly in both cases, and has a wired option as well. Wired would be more stable and fast. I haven't actually tried that. I used only wireless. So if you have chosen it in beforehand, I would already made all the preparations in the system, and it would be prepared to use with the CarPlay adapter. And upon the loading of the system, if it's installed, you have to just plug it in the main Android computer. When it's plugged, it will automatically trigger each time when it's in. It will trigger the load of the application that runs the all the functions. It already knows my phone, so it connects automatically. That would be made right from the start. You can then make any settings you would like autoplay of the music. I guess when I'm using my phone, it will not trigger automatically. I'm using it for the record. If you decide not to use it and stick to the main Android, because each time only CarPlay will be loaded, and you will be using probably a limited applications range, and if you don't like that, first what you need to do is unplug. So you decided to stick to the original UI. You will need to remove the adapter from the computer. This is the first thing you need to do, so it will not trigger automatic restart of the application, and it will not load from the start. You will have this screen. Next thing you need to do, go into local settings and find shortcut. Sorry, I'll show in the zoomed version. So this is global settings, this is local settings. Choose local settings and go to the shortcut menu. Find F11 shortcut. This is dedicated to AutoKit, which is the name of the brand and the application that is run for the CarPlay. Choose something else you will be using as navigation, like Waze or Google Maps. When it's set, each time you press nav button, that will be triggered and run. Okay, there are settings I didn't make. Will not do this right now, but you get the point. If you are not using CarPlay, reset the shortcut. If you are using CarPlay, or if you are intending to use CarPlay and you haven't purchased it but you would like to extend your system, and you get the same adapter as described, you will go into the local settings and set the shortcut to AutoKit. So I have been playing around with the CarPlay adapter for a long time, and here are my conclusions. I would not recommend using it because the system that comes from the beginning is way more robust. It is a lot faster, smoother, loads with no issues, works each time with no headaches, and moreover, it's beautiful, it's adapted to the screen. To my opinion, this is not much usable, but it's Android Auto, or same would be for CarPlay. So the main drawbacks are this is an additional system that loads after the main one. It can be opened up with a separate button that I made for CarPlay, and Android Auto is the same. If the phone is not connected, you have first to pair it through Bluetooth interface with the box. The box is a small adapter that is plugged into the PC. If your phone is not connected, right now it is, then there will be some additional settings accessible, which I have been trying differently to set up differently in a lot of ways. I have updated it to the latest software version, contacted the seller, and they gave me the last firmware that works okay. Right now I don't see any issues. I've spent a lot of time dealing with them. The issues were sound delay, which was unable to listen to, and I thought of just dumping that adapter in the trash, but read some reviews and found the solution. The solution was to set a sound delay that is 2 seconds right now, so I guess it just loads in advance 2 seconds, and you won't hear any delays. I will test it more. I only installed it and I need to test some to drive several days with it. It does have phone. I like that. It does have Google Assistant. That is awesome. It reads my messages aloud. I like that. But if you turn the ignition on while it's on, it will crash. If you plug something in the box, it will crash because of the USB drivers. Usually I don't. You would just hide the PC and won't see that, but here is like turning off, turning on, and it's gone. It will try to open it up automatically, as it does in the beginning when the system starts, but it takes time. So the main drawback is time consuming when it tries to connect and find your phone. But it is automated quite well, so it will try to reconnect and will start playing instantly. That is this feature I like. So I just start the car, it loads up, starts playing from you have nothing to do. But it has issues. I just wanted to mention that maybe this is not ideal. It works, but it drains battery on my phone. It is getting hot right now. So there are drawbacks, there are good sides to that. You have to choose, and probably you have to test CarPlay as well. I have tried my best to find the best settings so it would work well. I will test it for several more days and see how it goes, but here is what we have right now.
A few moments later.
It works right now, it works perfect. I have not noticed anything that would discourage me from using it. I might now start using it actually. I didn't like it from the beginning because it's an additional system on top of the main one, which is perfect. It is ideal, and I didn't want to swap. I only installed it for testing. Right now I'm sitting on the fence here, which system I would continue or recommend using. But another drawback that may be pointing to not using it is transferring all the data is transferred through Wi-Fi. It is being compressed. It is not 30 frames per second at the moment. It's 20, just for the sake of flawlessness and of the interface, and the music is transferred through Wi-Fi as well, and it is being compressed. If you would be using it here in the original from the SD card, it would be of the maximum quality you would get. If you would listen to YouTube, would be transferred through Wi-Fi as well, but I guess there would be less compression. You might find a lossless app with lossless radio, and it could be of a better quality concerning the audio, but it's kind of okay. I actually I'm quite impressed with the system.